We Imhotep Nefer Kemet. Welcome in great peace to Egypt. I am KAEMSENU, the supervisor of the makers of ropes, mats, and baskets during the 18th dynasty of the New Kingdom period. In the last episode, I explained mostly everything about rope making. Today, I'll talk about the rest of the related crafts such as matmaking, wickerwork, and basketry. Matmaking is a common theme in our paintings and reliefs, particularly those found in tombs and temples. These depictions provide valuable insights into the process of matmaking in ancient Egypt, as well as the tools, materials, and techniques used by our craftsmen. Matmaking is an important craft in our country. It is used for a variety of purposes such as flooring, seating, and bedding. Mats are also used as curtains for windows and doors. The mat as a curtain is rolled up in the shape of a cylinder or rolled down by using a rope. The classical shape of such a design is seen in the false door inside our tombs. It is formed of a cylinder, two jambs, and lentils. Through this false door, the Ka, or the spiritual twin of the deceased, can enter and leave the tomb to visit its owner. The process of making mats begins with the collection of raw materials. The most common materials are reeds, rushes, palm leaves, and papyrus. Reeds and rushes are gathered from marshy areas. Papyrus is harvested from the Nile River. Leaves of palm trees are abundant all over the country. Skilled artisans weave these materials together to create strong and durable mats that are both functional and decorative. These mats are often decorated with intricate patterns and designs that reflect the culture and beliefs of our people. Brushes are also made by using similar techniques. To make a mat, the weaver would first gather the materials and cut them to the desired length. The collected materials are then dried in the sun to remove excess moisture. Once the materials are dried, they are sorted and prepared for weaving. Papyrus stems are cut into thin strips, while reeds and rushes are split into thinner strands. This is a rendering of damaged scenes representing that step. The strips are then softened by soaking them in water and sometimes pounded with a mallet to make them more pliable. This is a wooden model of the weaver's workshop found in the tomb of Gemni-Emhat. These strips are then woven together on a loom to create the mat. The loom is horizontally placed and supported by 4 pegs like this hieroglyphic sign. The scene represents working on a horizontal loom and on a horizontal frame as well. This is a wooden model of a weaving workshop. It shows women working on a horizontal loom. The weaving process involves interlacing the strips of reed vertically and horizontally and then securing them together with knots or stitches. So, the weaving process begins with the creation of the warp, or the base of the mat. A set of parallel threads is stretched tightly across a frame, and the weaver begins to weave the weft, or the crosswise threads, through the warp. This is done by using a knitting needle or shuttle. These are other examples of the required tools. The weaver works row by row, alternating the over-under pattern of the weft to create a tight, sturdy weave. The mat will gradually take shape as the weaver continues to weave the strips of material back and forth until the desired size is reached. One of the most popular designs is the checkerboard pattern, which consists of alternating squares of different colors. This pattern is often used for decorative mats and can be found in a variety of colors, including red, blue, and green. As the weaving progresses, the weaver will periodically beat down the rows with a comb to ensure a uniform and tight weave. A beater can also be used for this purpose. Once the mat is completed, it is trimmed and finished with decorative edges or fringes. Mats could be left plain or decorated with intricate designs or patterns, often using colored threads or dyes. We can also make use of wall hangings and tapestries for decoration. Another popular design is the diamond pattern, which consists of a series of diamonds that are woven into the mat. This pattern is often used for floor mats and is typically made using natural colors such as brown and beige. The zigzag pattern is also commonly used in ancient matmaking. This pattern consists of a series of diagonal lines that creates a zigzag effect across the mat. The zigzag pattern is often used for decorative mats and can be found in a variety of colors. In addition to these patterns, mats were often decorated with images of animals, plants, and other natural elements. Some mats were also dyed in different colors using natural dyes made from plants and minerals. Mats are used for a variety of purposes in ancient Egypt. They are used as floor coverings in houses and temples and as seating mats in public spaces and private homes. People in their parties may sit on mats that cover the floor, or rest their feet on mats while sitting on chairs. Food and offerings are also placed on mats. This is a wrapped mat of the kind just mentioned. They are also used as sleeping mats and are often placed on top of beds and chairs or used as folded beds themselves. Mats were also used in the process of mummification in the pre-dynastic period, and the mummy was wrapped in a mat. The bodies of the deceased were placed on mats made of papyrus or reeds and wrapped in linen bandages. The mats helped to absorb moisture and keep the body dry during the mummification process. In addition to their practical uses, mats also had symbolic significance in our ancient Egyptian culture. Goddess Neith was one of the most ancient and powerful deities in our religion. She was associated with many domains including war, hunting, wisdom, and weaving. Goddess Neith, the primary creator, is bearing her war goddess symbols, the crossed arrows and shield on her head. She was believed to have created the world from the fibers of the universe like a spider weaving its web. So, Goddess Neith was associated with the spider as the spinner and weaver of destiny. She wove the entire world into being with her loom. Neith was said to be there at the creation of the world, and some even called her the mother of Ra, the sun god who went on to create everything else. The name Neith could also mean the divine mother. Another related craft is wickerwork, or the weaving of pliable plant materials into baskets, mats, and other objects. This was a common technique in ancient Egypt. Still, the current Egyptians do use the same techniques as ours. The craftsman uses the sackcloth and the palm leaves in the same way as us. The process of weaving leaves of palm trees is still the same. His final products look like ours. Wicker is the oldest furniture-making method known to history, dating as far back as 5,000 years ago. It was first documented in ancient Egypt using pliable plant material. We used a variety of plants for wickerwork, including reeds, palm fronds, and papyrus stems. Wickerwork is used for a variety of purposes. Wickerwork is also used in the construction of furniture, such as chairs and beds. Wickerwork is an important part of our daily life. The skillful weaving of plant materials into practical objects is highly valued. The oldest and most frequently used techniques in our country are coiling, twining, and mat weaving. The coiling example shown here is used to produce sturdy baskets. In this technique, the craftsman starts with a central core of material, such as reeds or palm leaves, and then coils more material around it to create a spiral shape. The palm leaves are then coiled around a central core to create a decorative mat or basket. Baskets made from woven reeds or palm fronds are used for carrying and storing goods. There are several patterns and designs that are commonly used in basketry, wickerwork, and matmaking. This is a reed box for holding clothing. Another example of a reed box for storage. These are different designs of a variety of baskets. We have other important products such as sandals. These can be also made from papyrus leaves and reeds like the other wicker works. The skill and craftsmanship involved in creating ropes, mats, wickerwork, and baskets are a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of ancient Egyptian artisans. These crafts are important skills for our country, in which many people are involved. Mats are used by people from all walks of life, from the common people to the pharaohs themselves. In fact, some of the most elaborate and finely crafted mats are made for the royal court. The entailed processes are time-consuming and labor-intensive. However, these crafts are important in our society, and represent an essential part of our daily life and culture.
Make sure to tune in to my next videos. If you have any thoughts or questions, add them to your comments. Kindly press the like, share and subscribe buttons. I'm Farag Sharabasi. See you in the next episodes. Thank you.